One more thing.
Ugh. Ugh.
We made a deal.
I'm even faster with my sword. No tricks.
Hey guys, welcome back to, I believe it's the 29th Let's Play for Witcher 2. We're going to do Secrets of Loc Muinne. Basically, I'm going to stop the Philippa search at the moment. I can't seem to find her, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm going to do the side mission with the mages. Meet up with the mages that hired me. I didn't mean to get quite this far, but I've gone into the tower that they're at, and I just basically opened the doors, and I met a couple of the whites. So other than that, I am done up to this point, and we're ready to go. So let's get going. Let's see what we can find out down here. Let's find us some trysts, because in the end, that's what this is all about, isn't it? Finding... Ooh, hi there, lizard guy statue. That's got to be Vron. That's got to be the Vron. Stuff to look for. Oh, 3 orns, really? Really, guys? It's kind of like when you play D&D and you get like 10 XP, you're like your 20th level, and you're like, yeah, that's never going to help. Oh, 377. That's a little better. A little better. Ooh, glowy. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Let's search. Ooh, Vron sword. Oh, and Guardian. Oh, some sort of Guardian.
Hey guys, I'm going to cut this really quick just to get past the 20-minute battle that really was kind of grindy. I'll see you soon.
Okay guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Cannibal came out. I had a bad night's sleep, so I was just talking to her. Just kill the guard. Guard should just die. That's all I gotta say. Guard should die. Oh, hi Marmalade. You climbing up on me now? Well, we'll go back around because evidently that's not gonna work. There we go. Very nice. Okay, successfully completed the mission. And it unlocked the door for me. And Marmalade like to say he needs to be involved, because, yeah. Alright guys, let's see if we can search anything. Is there anything to search? Oh man, come on. There we go. That's what I was looking for, guys. But I killed a lot more than that. Damn you all. Okay, that's it. Let's head downstairs. I will come back when we find something, guys. Alright, going deeper, guys. Let's see if we find...
We've broken through in the right spot.
Quiet.
We've recruited someone well suited to the task.
One of the Knights of the Order. Did the pious bastard sweat as he succumbed to the temptation of gold?
The Knights of the Flaming Rose are useful on the battlefield, not in sewers.
I think you'll be pleased, my lord.
You're not going to mention who I am, because the name's Cynthia. It's only one person. Let's go meet. Let's go meet up, Cynthia. It's been a while. But maybe I don't hate you so much.
Stand ready. He killed Vanamar.
And many other mages. I know who he is, Cynthia.
In the same city as Philippa, and you didn't even bother to change your name. That takes balls.
Philippa's out of the picture. She's been arrested.
And I was supposed to die, but I didn't. Grave error.
I'll make you a deal.
Where's Triss?
You don't get it. You turned Triss into a cold stone. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out why I shouldn't turn you into a cold corpse.
She is alive and well. We decompressed her successfully. There were no complications.
And the interrogation after she was decompressed? Because you did interrogate her.
I personally supervised it. We presented the tools, gave her a few bruises.
Oh,
and
you
that
fuckhead.
to get her to talk.
Oh,
Tools? A few bruises? You really don't want to leave this crypt alive.
If we're to die, we'll do so proudly, serving the Emperor. But I think that unlikely. Contrary to what they say, you're no murderer. Triss told me so.
oh, dude, I should kill you.
Got anything else to tell me?
Just one thing. I've supervised dozens of interrogations. All subjects talk sooner or later. That's an old truth. Though some resist longer than others. Triss Merigold did not resist at all. She grew pale at the mere sight of the saws, hooks, and needles. She was prepared to talk before the interrogation began.
What did she tell you?
I will not betray the Emperor.
What did Triss tell you?
Please.
Well, well, another mage. What did she tell you?
I will not betray the Emperor.
Okay, now the threat comes in.
I'm no good at interrogating others. Tell me, or I'll cut your hands off.
The Lodge of Sorceresses. We know its members. Margarita Loantil, Francesca Findabert, Fringilla Vigo.
Skip it. I'm not interested.
The assassinations of the kings. Philippa and Sheila de Tansarville commissioned them.
Bitch.
What else?
I don't know anymore. The subject needed to recover after the first session.
How can I get into the Nilfgaardian camp?
There's one entrance. Beyond it, a long, heavily guarded corridor. You can't hope to sneak in. Renwald Matson chose the spot specifically to avoid being surprised.
Where are you holding Triss?
At the back of the camp, beneath a ruined building.
You're gonna help me free her.
Not likely. You're better off killing me now. You've no idea what the Emperor's intelligence apparatus does to turncoats.
Why are you here?
We suspect Der Henne's laboratory may contain documents and books that could be useful to the Imperial Academy of Science.
That wasn't even close to funny. You're lying.
We don't know what's inside. Der Henne was a talented man, but also an eccentric.
What do you hope to find?
That's confidential. I cannot tell you. Regardless, we need your help. The laboratory lies beneath the Redanian camp, which we cannot penetrate above ground. We want to get there through the sewers, but can't manage it without a capable swordsman.
Let's hear it.
Any deals we make will not be on your terms.
Hear me out.
So be it.
Witcher, help me complete my mission. Help me open Der Henne's laboratory.
What'll you give me?
I've read the intelligence reports. I know your past. There are things in there, important things you don't remember.
I could force you to tell me.
I don't think so. Will you torture me? We both know you couldn't.
Why does everybody assume that? Fine, I'll help because I need that info.
Fine. I'll help you open the laboratory.
In exchange, I'll tell you all I can. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
For now.
One more thing.
Yes!
We made a deal.
I'm even faster with my sword. No tricks.
Okay, guys.
Monsters.
I'll meet up with you when we get to wherever we're going.
The entrance must be somewhere here.
If our experts are to be trusted.
Der Henne dabbled in illusions, among other things. He also experimented heavily with golems. Golems with the power of speech, supposedly. They knew nothing of poetry, but...
Will you two shut up?
Yes, it's an illusion. I found a weak spot. Stand back.
Ever noticed how monster entrails differ completely
Later.
from human?
Later, Elorn. Lisa Elorn. Later, dear.
At times I'm caught. You can get my kind of feat. Though I have no needles, they say I am piercing. What am I?
Careful with the answer. It could be a trap.
Typical of Der Henne. He was a genius with a penchant for mischievous jokes. Like a child.
So a couple of adults, purported experts, should have no problem solving this.
Indeed, it's trivial. The answer is pain.
Incorrect.
Oh, you fucked up, dude.
No! Impossible! Imagine the books, the potions.
I'm seen to fly, described as hard. I can be your currency and heal all wounds, but not many things can stand my test.
No feather, no leaf. Doubt the snow. It's not eagle. And I don't think the sun. So we'll go with time, guys.
time.
Correct.
That's right. Bitches!
It's going rather well so far.
Not for everybody.
Adelbart's an asshole. Okay, guys, I'll meet you when next needed. Oh, I guess we're gonna go right next.
Someone's been here recently.
Really? You're not gonna talk to it? I'll talk to it then. Fine.
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night, they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
Did I hear someone complain about the riddles being too easy?
Let's think this through. There are 9 alcoves, a fresco in each. That's 3 groups of 3 frescoes.
The riddle mentions 3 guides above the travelers. We must examine the frescoes, seek answers there.
I'll advise you about the riddle, but I will not take part in disarming the device. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna worry about too much because I looked at the frescoes.
What do you think of the first verse?
I would say it describes a serpentine dragon swallowing its own tail, which represents infinity and thus time. The hourglass likewise symbolizes time. In this case, the time of the traveler's journey.
I believe it's the dragon constellation. It would be visible at night. What's more, sources on alchemy invariably portray dragons as winged, and as an accomplished alchemist, Gehenna would also be a competent astrologer. The verse must refer to the constellation.
In alchemy, the winged serpentine dragon represents prime matter, an essential component in the process of alchemical transformation. The verse seems to indicate the allegory illustrating that transformation.
I think we'll go with the dragon constellation. I'm really thinking that's the better one to go with.
It should be the dragon constellation.
I shall take that one.
What do you think of the second verse?
To my mind, it speaks of the white rose, symbol of the Order of the Flaming Rose. You see, the fresco itself resembles a coat of arms, and in heraldry, silver is rendered as white. So the Silver Lady and White Rose are one and the same.
I think it describes the full moon. In alchemy, the moon represents both silver as a metal and the feminine element.
The order remains largely unknown in the south, so the White Rose seems unlikely. Every Nilfgaardian, on the other hand, has heard of the Imperial Nausicaa Brigade, which has the Death's Head as its symbol. The brigade's name is female, and they say death follows the unit. So the Silver Lady could very well be Nausicaa or the Death's Head.
I will go with full moon.
I think it's the full moon.
Allow me.
What do you say to the third verse?
It describes the precipice, the ravine amidst mountains. An ancient rule in alchemy states, as above, so below. The vault is the ravine into which the riches of the mountain flow.
We must read the third line literally. To me, it suggests the Mahakam Mountains and its mines, from which dwarves and gnomes extract many ores that are invaluable to alchemists. Those mountains are a vault in and of themselves.
The verse is not literal. In many legends, towers are in fact vaults, which the hero must penetrate in order to rescue an imprisoned princess or find a long-concealed magic item. The mountain vault is the tower.
I'm gonna go with the mine entrance to the mountainside.
The mine entrance in the mountainside. That seems logical. I'll stand next to that fresco.
Let's give it a shot, guys.
Let's see if we can solve this. Take your places.
Count me
I'm
out.
cutting out of
I
everything,
want to
can
live.
I?
As you
Asshole.
will.
Well, let's see if it works. We just gotta sit here, I think. Oh, you fucked up, dude. No! Don't burn me! Oh, that is a big golem. That is a big golem, guys. Next section, a secret at Loc Muinne.
golem. So Derhenna's legend is true.
It is no more than an obedient machine created to follow orders and kill. Not
Dude, I'm gonna
unlike
smack
our
you.
Witcher.
So I guess we should get along famously.
Hugh, what do you know about golems?
I don't run into them in every forest, but any good bestiary describes golems at length, and I've read more than my share of those.
Geralt, I'm not questioning your knowledge, but I should be the one to...
Actually, you are questioning my knowledge. Listen, I know what I'm doing. I'll try to get it to reveal the word that'll deactivate it, or I'll just mess with its head, break the code.
So now we've got a burglar in our midst. Be my guest. Try.
My intentions are good.
As are mine. Know, however, that this may change.
Derhenna must have been pretty lonely if he gave you eloquence.
The Master made me a guardian. Nothing less, nothing more. And you, provided you stand there, are a guest.
What exactly are you?
So you're aware you're an automaton?
Do we really know who we are, where we came from, and where we are headed? Is human life predictable in that the cycle of birth and death ensnares it? Better than mine. When a human is born, he is obedient to his parents. Later, he listens to tutors, masters, corporals. Finally, he succumbs to the will of death.
And to think that Adalbert questioned Derhenna's mastery. Who, if anyone, is allowed to pass?
Derhenna, but he is dead. Also guests may pass, but I stop intruders.
Tell me more. Who's a guest and who's an intruder?
Is it not obvious? A guest keeps his distance, or knows the name word. An intruder is anyone who enters too far, attacks me, or otherwise interferes with my being.
Has anyone tried to enter us before? Who?
Has anyone tried to enter before?
I recall no intruders. I do, however, remember guests who left after being warned.
When was that? What did you discuss?
I am a machine. My memory is limited.
You're far more self-aware than a typical golem. Can you make sovereign decisions?
The Master made me the way I am, because long discussions were to his liking. I can make decisions, within my program, of course.
So you decide who's a guest and who's an intruder?
Who else would? Guests chat innocuously, exerting no pressure. All others are intruders.
Okay, so I'll do no other pressure.
I have other questions. Do you remember your creator?
Of course. I was summoned into being by Master Derhenna. I abide by his will, by his power, by the necessity encased in my stone bowels.
Derhenna is dead.
His word, which animates me, lives on, as does his legacy, which I protect. Empires will rise and fall, rivers will shift their courses, but I will remain obedient to one master on my eternal watch.
Can I ask you for your name word?
Can I ask you for the name word which brought you to life and which can deactivate you?
Do that, and I shall consider you an intruder.
All right. Let's go to I have other questions. Not going to mess with the magic.
I have other questions. Powerful magic created you. Derhenna was a true master.
He is still, since his mastery survives.
I have other questions.
Oh, let's see. No.
Powerful magic created you.
He is.
As a conscious being, you must be lonely here.
You are wrong. The pain of the world, melancholy, lies within the domain of emotions and feelings. My thoughts are governed by pure logic, restricted by my program.
But you can learn. They say that a penchant for philosophy can only come from curiosity.
In my case, it comes from the will of the Master, who liked to speak with me.
And do you feel a need to discuss?
I feel nothing. I just have that need.
Could I ask you about your program?
Can we discuss the program that controls your behavior?
That was kind of cool.
I have other questions.
Let's see. I know enough.
All right. I think I know how to get past this thing without a fight.
Burglar
Fuck you,
witchers,
dude.
philosopher golems, an expedition
I'm gonna kill
replete
you.
with fascinating discoveries.
And terrible disappointments. Shut up, Adalbert. And you, Witcher, deal with that golem.
We know you exist by the will of your master, thanks to the name word he gave you.
That is true.
Let's see. I can't ask for his name, so I'm gonna go with I'm gonna guess here and wish to talk.
You were created to discern intruders from guests. You are to stop the former and greet the latter.
Intruders must be stopped.
There is no sacred law of hospitality that I've heard of.
Are you aware that intruders may seek to deceive you?
I have stone fists to defend myself against those armed with swords. I have my iron logic to defend against those armed with words.
But intruders could include sorcerers who alter reality. They could be illusionists or mere liars. What then is certain?
My existence is certain, as is my master's will.
Since only you and the Master's legacy exist for certain, everything else is doubtful. A malicious intruder could cloud your senses.
I am the Guardian. The Master prepared me for that.
He couldn't foresee everything, so he gave you a mind to compensate. You're much more conscious and intelligent than a Guardian needs to be. Your Master says, greet guests and stop intruders. That is certain, but everything else can be a lie.
Oh yeah.
And you cannot allow yourself to attack guests. That would be against your master's will.
Guests must be greeted, and intruders must be stopped. This is Tehenna's will. Are you a guest or an intruder?
Doesn't matter what I answer. Your senses deceive you. You can trust only your mind. You can't assume I'm a guest, because I may be an intruder. You can't assume I'm an intruder, because I may be a guest.
This is a contradiction, a paradox. The law of excluded middle.
Oh yeah. No. I've penetrated it.
Let's have a look.
Oh, Golem trophy. Let's look at the Golem trophy.
Can you feel it?
My medallion's vibrating.
A masking illusion. I'll try to disperse
One
it.
buffoon less.
Later en lawn, Lisa en lawn, later dear!
Oh, what is that? Looks very steampunky.
The device. What is it?
You've done your job. You'll be paid and...
Paid like the scholars were? They died once they were no longer useful.
They were never useful, but Cynthia insisted. Fortunately, they were so kind as to remove themselves without my help.
I'm not about to be that kind.
Adalbert, you know what you're to look for.
Yes, Mom.
God, your dick.
It's a prototype megascope. I didn't know it had survived.
What's it do?
The artifact detects an emotional bond with a person. Its user need only focus on that person and the device will establish a connection.
Great tool for a spy.
Yes.
Time you fulfilled your end of the bargain. What do you know about my past?
You were a rider of the Wild Hunt. I read the reports.
Don't the Nilfgaardians have anything better to do than write reports about witchers?
Not about witches. About you. You are the sole person to have been a member of the host. and survived.
Oh. Anything else?
Anything else? Anything else? Any detail you can give me would be useful.
Don't trust Letho.
You think I trust the people I hunt?
He's your foe today, but he wasn't always.
How do you know I knew Letho?
I've read...
The reports, I know. Why are you warning me about him?
Because I like you.
How did you know I was a rider?
Is there anything to prove I was part of the Wild Hunt?
Nothing. Apart from the fact that Nilfgaardian intelligence agents are drawn and quartered for lying in their reports.
An enlightened nation indeed.
You haven't the faintest notion how many people are interested in you. Very important people.
Just because I survived.
You're a former rider of the hunt, and you live. You may be the key to solving the mystery of the retinue, and they all know that. You must watch out for yourself.
Let's say you've satisfied my curiosity.
Well then, consider me glad to have satisfied a
Oh,
witcher, whatever
really?
the way.
I'd like to try the artifact.
I'd like to try out the device.
You
realize
realize
you're an
that
asshole,
can
dude.
only end badly.
Cut in again and I'll put you in my report. You may use it, but just once.
Giving state secrets away to a Nordling. Will you mention that in your report?
You're sure to be named a commander one day, Adalbert. But until that happens, be a good boy and do your job.
Article 22 of the Code is clear. Suspicion of treason is sufficient grounds to strip a commander of power. Article 1 of my personal code is equally clear. Traitors must be subjected to the most painful
Really, dude?
death possible.
You're really a dick, aren't you? Okay, we're killing the guy. Oh, I guess I ran right up to him. That's okay. Waha! Thank you, Adalbert. Now, last one. Oh, we rock.
I didn't expect that.
Multiplication. Second year at the academy, all mages learn it.
I didn't expect you to take my side.
Well, now choose one person you wish to contact. After that, the
You got
artifact's
it.
mine.
Will we meet again?
I wouldn't mind at all. Look for me at the inn.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't eavesdrop while I eavesdropped.
I shan't trouble you. I have a lot of work to do here.
I gotta think of Triss. Let's be honest, that's the emotional contact of Doom.
Your fate is in your hands, sorceress.
My fate? You haven't asked a single question about me.
Yet it is all up to you. Your situation is a comfortable one. Do not squander your chance. So, wish to tell me anything?
Dude, I'm gonna kill you. I am so gonna kill you.
I'm a sorceress, an advisor to the King of Temeria.
I believe we agreed you would speak only of things I do not know about.
Yep, he dies.
I hope you learned something useful.
I'm just sorry I can't use the artifact a few more times.
Its power has been depleted.
I understand. Thanks anyway.
Yes, completed the secrets of Loc Muinne. I think I've wrapped up the quest, guys. Ooh, there. Oh, I completed Johanna's journal. Cool. That's the second quest I had not realized I was on. Oh, cool. A new quest. Okay, guys. This is where I'll kind of wrap it up. Thank you for being here for this episode. I'll be back soon with the next episode. And I hope you guys have enjoyment with my other Let's Plays until it comes out. Thanks.
Your fate is in your hands, sorceress.
My fate? You haven't asked a single question about me.